to cloud. All right, good morning, everyone. Amazing morning. What a good time to be back on this same program, Wealth Secret Mindset Mentorship class. You really know, we've been on, like myself and Coach Dan just called it, sabbatical leave for past 2 days. I think since on Thursday and Friday last week, we couldn't hold the class, but we are back again. We're back stronger and more equipped in knowledge, understanding, and in value to us, to every members of this beautiful community. What a day again to start, to end the month. Today happens to be my home birthday, but we're going to talk about that right after this program. But, I'm super excited again to be back here. I see Coach Dantu is also back in the program, and about what we're about to teach you this morning. Matter of fact, this will be our teaching series for this week, which is Become a Person of More. Ladies and gentlemen, how do you become a person of more? To become a person of more, it requires a whole lot. It requires a whole lot of things, a whole lot of activity, a whole change that will come into your life. To become a person of more simply means that you have to do more. To become a person of more means that you must be able to go beyond where you are and go beyond the kind of obstacle that is you're seeing ahead of you. To become a person of more, from Moloku Manuel, good morning. To become a person of more, you have to simply be willing to give more. To become a person of more, you must have to know that it requires a whole lot. Now, and that's why we're going to be dissecting this morning. How do you become? Somebody said, I'm not hearing anything. Can you all hear me? I want to be sure I'm audible enough. All right, try and check your mic. Check your mic where probably maybe it's muted. You might want to check. All right. Okay, we're talking about how to become a person of more. All right. To become a person of more requires you a whole lot. And one of the first things you need to understand in becoming a person of more is what I call personal development. Personal development will be or could be the first step into becoming a person of more. Ladies and gentlemen, you can be who you are, right? And expect a different result. Like one of my friends used to say, it is insanity to keep doing the same thing over and over and expect a different result. How do you become a person of more? It means that you want to be more knowledge, more in income, more in value, more in productivity, more in your health, to have a better health. You have to be willing to go the extra mile. You have to be willing to do the extraordinary activities. To do, or when you are involved in getting into what I call extraordinary activities, that's when you start seeing that the extraordinary results will start coming into your life. Now, we also started this year by telling more the members of this community what you need to do by first ensuring that you set some goals. Ladies and gentlemen, you must be able to create goals. Goals are the marking point into you achieving your dreams in life. Whether it's in this 2022 or beyond 2022, you must begin by setting these goals. The goals are one of those things you need to put in place. Remember, we first begin by saying you need to go through what I call personal development. Personal development requires a whole lot. Personal development in it is where you have personal discipline. Nobody's going to force you to do what is necessary and what is right for you. Nobody's going to push you and say, you know what, you need to be successful. No, even people tell you to be successful, to first have it and conclude in your own mind and say, I want to be successful. I am tired of my situation. I am tired of where I am. I am tired of my, of being in poverty. I am tired of, begging people of something. I am tired of looking at myself and being who I am. I am tired of my present financial status. You need to be able to challenge yourself. You need to challenge your mind. You need to challenge yourself. I tell most people, I say, whatever you do in life, let it be a product of your own personal conclusion. Most of us, because we been listening to other people's opinion, we've allowed their opinion to determine our own reality. There are some certain things you must have to know within yourself. Whatever you're getting involved with, sometimes you don't need people to tell you what you need to do. Sometimes make sure that whatever you are doing, and matter of fact, make that an excellent note this morning. Whatever you do, let it be a product of your own personal conclusion. Nobody should tell you what you need to do in order to be successful. You need to know that these are the things. People can guide you. People can, share ideas and rub mind with you. But when you are getting involved in anything, you need to tell yourself that it is my own product. It is my own conclusion that has led me to this. Another thing you need to also understand here is that what are you willing to give in order to get what you want, right? Make that the second point, number 2. What are you willing to give in order to get what you want? A lot of us, we just want this. We want good life. We want good health. We want good relationship. We want good finance. We want, a lot of good things of life. We want it. And there's nothing wrong in we wanting all these good things. There is nothing wrong in we admiring the better things of life. Maybe you see somebody that their own marriage is so good. Maybe you see somebody that has a good health and yours is challenged. Maybe you see someone that you emulate, or maybe you love a car, you love the house. There's nothing wrong in those things. But ladies and gentlemen, when you look at the reality is who you are. Reality is, who you are at the moment. And, who you are at the moment, cannot really afford these things. Then you are still doing the same thing and you're telling yourself, oh, I want this thing, I want that, I want this thing, I want that. You can want it. Let me tell you something. Life will not give to you what you want. Now, take that down. Life won't give to you what you want. Life will neither give to you what you need. Guess what life is going to give to you? What you deserve. So we are a product of our deserves, right? We are a product of our deserves. So where you are at the moment is as a conclusion, as a result of the conclusion you've had in the time past, all right? You decided these things in the time past. Now, how do you change your situation? How do you become somebody of more? Is that you must be able to do more, right? To become somebody of more, you must be able to do more. How do you do more? You do more by simply, doing the things that you are not familiar with, the things that maybe it could be a hustle. In fact, matter of fact, I tell people, now, in the other side of risk, there is reach there. You must know that if you want to do anything that requires you having a better life, you must be able to sacrifice. You must be able to sacrifice some certain things, sacrifice some certain time. One of the things that I'm doing recently, the reason why we couldn't hold a class just on Thursday and Friday last week is because I've been out there for the past 3 weeks. I've been going I've been doing a business tour in 3 different states: Uyo, Port Harcourt, Abuja. I just got back to Lagos last night. All right. So I am willing to give more because I want more in a certain area. And I was like, okay, for me to have more, I must be able to sacrifice. Many of us, we are not willing to sacrifice. Many of us, we are not willing to do the extraordinary activity. Many of us, we are not willing to give all that is necessary or required for us to get all that we want in our life. And you want to stick to what you have. Sometimes you need to let go. Sometimes you need to let go of your past. Sometimes you need to let go of your emotion. Sometimes you need to let go of those things that is keeping you down. Now, I'll tell you something. You don't know that emotions are like a socket connected to your brain. And when these emotions are like a socket connected to your brain, you need to know that it is connected. And at the same time, if you don't work on your emotion will be something that will dictate your present life, right? Let your emotion be in the past. Emotion can be like a fear. And fear should look backward. It shouldn't look forward. What looks forward should be your faith. What looks forward should be who you are. What looks forward should be your present person, right? That is very, very important. How you think and how you feel creates your state of being. How you think and how you feel creates your state of being. What you're thinking at the moment, how you feel at the moment will create who you are, will make you to become who you are. All right. So one of the things you need to do to get you out of those things is to start, working on yourself, which I call personal development. You need to start probably reading books. You need to start listening to tapes. You need to start listening or being in the company of people that are going the kind of direction you are going in your life. Matter of fact, I tell you something, pick a mentor, all right? Let that be point number 3, pick a mentor. You need somebody that will mentor you, not the mentor that will lead you into, some crappy things, not some mentor that will lead you into some crazy things of life. They often say those who lack mentors lack method. You need to know that if you lack method, it means that you lack a mentor in your life. You need to pick a mentor. You need to pick somebody you want to model, somebody you think to mentor you into what you want to achieve. Now, you don't necessarily have to know the person. I remember when I started, I emulated a mentor of mine, the person of David Imonithi. I've said it here on this program several times. This man never knew me. It was exactly in the year 2013 that I came across this man's, some of his video online, because I wanted to achieve a certain success in a certain field or business that I was doing. So I needed somebody that has achieved excellence result in that field. So I went online. He never knew me. I never knew was in Nigeria. I never even know anything, but I was just going after resources that is going to help me to become, an outstanding person in that field or in that business. And I came across this man. He did a video we call the Win Formula. It was part 1, part 2, part 3. I digested those videos. I sank it in, and I said, oh my God, if this man can teach this thing, if he can actually explain this in this simplified manner, I want to really know this man more. And that was how I started connecting. That was how I started getting involved in this man. Ladies and gentlemen, today, it became somebody that on a good day, if I send him a message, if I call him, I can reach out to him, I can call him, that is it. You attract this kind of persons by becoming somebody attractive. And it's very important. So you might need to have a mentor, all right? Pick somebody that will mentor you. Pick somebody that will mentor you to achieving and becoming somebody of more. Now, I told you before, I said you must be willing to, give out, all right? What are you willing to give in order for you to get what you want? Remember, you must be able to say, let go of the past. Your past are like emotion. And also the 4th part here is that you must take responsibility. Ladies and gentlemen, you must take responsibility, or you can call it or accept responsibility. Take responsibility for your life. Take responsibility for all that has happened to you. Take responsibility for your present state of health. Take responsibility for your present financial life, for who you are, for what has happened to you. Stop blaming people. Stop blaming people for for who you are or where you are. Accept it. Accept the blame. Accept the responsibility for what has happened to you. The earlier you start accepting responsibility, can I tell you something that's going to happen? You start seeing better things start changing for you. Now, write this down. Accepting responsibility is the greatest form of human maturity. Accepting responsibility is the greatest form of human maturity. When you start accepting responsibility, it shows how matured you are in mind, in knowledge, in understanding, in who you have become. So accept responsibility for your life. Accept responsibility for your finances. Accept responsibility for your future. Accept responsibility for your academics. Accept responsibility for, for your relationship. Accept responsibility for your marriage. Accept responsibility for who you are or where you are at the moment. And when you accept responsibility, it shows how matured you are in mind. And the moment you have done that, you start seeing that now, you will start saying, okay, what next? If I accept responsibility for my failures, then how do I get out of this failure? You know what? If I messed up, I'm not going to stay in the mess. I have to get out of the mess. I'm not going to leave my brother. I'm not going to leave my sister. I'm not going to leave my friend to still dwell in the mess. But nobody would drag your hand up. You must have to first jack up. I remember, last year, precisely around about, mid last year, I think June or thereabout, I went through some kind of depression, some kind of tormentation time of my life. It was so horrifying, and I was wallowing in those depression, in those situations, and I was already losing my sense of in my sense of human. I wasn't getting myself. I wasn't really understanding myself. I felt like life is cruel. I felt like life is wicked. I felt like, things, I don't deserve this thing. Then I wanted to be blaming. I wanted to blame that situation. I wanted to blame what has happened to me on whoever that we were involved in us at that moment. Then, I went through this thing. I think it took me like a month. And during that period, and I just got that that ministration. I got that revelation that you have to accept that responsibility. How can you say you are a coach and yet you are letting this thing to hit you up? Then I got the voice, I got that message that, get going, get stronger, and get better. And that was how I pick up my pieces. That was how I pick up myself. And that helped me to move ahead of that situation and to make me to be more stronger in knowledge, in understanding, in becoming and building what I call positive mental attitude. And that helps me to scale through and become a person of more. Right now, I can't even remember what has happened. All I want to say is that, I think I'm grateful to God. In fact, that situation informs what has become of me at the moment. So let's not those kind of things, those past, let past be in the past and let the present be in the present. All right. So very, very important. The last one I'm going to share with us here is that we need to get out of our comfort zone, right? Get out of your comfort zone. Ladies and gentlemen, comfort zone has been the biggest trap zone for most people. It has been the biggest trap zone for more people. Most of us, we're just comfortable where we are. Most of us, we just okay where we think we are at the moment. You just see yourself and you tell yourself, I think I'm okay like this. I think this is okay for me. I think I'm good where I am. I think the kind of income, in as much as I can feed my family, don't be okay. Don't be okay. Don't live life and just be okay. Don't live life and just tell yourself, I'm good this way. You can be good. But let me tell you something. Don't you want good life? Don't you want that good health? Don't you want an extraordinary lifestyle for yourself? Because the gift of God for us all is to become and live in abundance, right? If you think that is God's gift for you to live in success and in abundance, right? It means that you cannot just be okay with a salary. You cannot just be okay with that income. You have to even spread your waters. Even the Bible said it. You should be able to spread your waters, in many things. It means that you have to have different things working for you. Now, I'll give you an example, ladies and gentlemen. Have you seen Dangote? What makes Dangote? Dangote is not sticking to one sources of income, right? It's not doing that. So how do you want to stick to one and say, man, I'm just okay? It doesn't make you to derail in your focus of what you have prioritized before you, right? You have to put something that truly, this is what I'm known for. This is what I'm pushing ahead. This is what I'm focused at. All right. It doesn't derail you, but at the same time, you must be able to multitask. You must be able to challenge your brain. You must be able to challenge your person. You must be able to tell yourself, I am not going to stick to this. All right. Have things working for you. There are opportunities. There are businesses. There are knowledge, or you want to call it things you could get yourself involved that won't take too much of your time. And this is about the time you can do it. All right. This is about the time you can do it, because there's going to be a time in your life you're not going to be willing to do all these things. And then you're going to be looking back and say, oh man, I wish I could have done this. I wish I could have done this. Let that not be your story. So as you are hearing this message this morning, I want you to know that this is about the time you need to scale out of that comfort zone. Remember, the comfort zone is your trap zone. So how do you get out of the trap zone? You need to move out from your comfort zone and become comfortable with the unfamiliar. Now, the unfamiliars are the new adventures. The unfamiliar are the opportunity. The unfamiliar are the blessings, the business idea, the things that you think that is not going to work, that probably is going to work. All right. You never know what can work. When you put your focus and believing, that's one of the things I want to tell you. And believing, which is the last part of our talk here this morning. You must believe in what you go into. Believe, ladies and gentlemen. Stop conceiving negativity inside of you. Stop following people stop following people that ain't going your direction, right? So believe in what you believe. Believe in what you stand for. I'll tell you something. Your belief mirrors your act, and your act mirrors your belief. It's reciprocal, right? And if you believe in something, it's going to have a way of changing you and making sure that you also make the most of that thing. All right. So when you have a belief in something, it's going to work. Always believe in what you are going in. Believe. Nobody is going to believe for you. Your belief matters a lot. And that is why, to help your belief, you must, walk through what I call personal development. So believe, because when you doubt things, you don't know and you never can tell. Most of the things you have doubted, I wish you believed it, right? It could have prospered you. You hear me right now? You hear me? Now, doubting costs you everything. Believing costs you nothing. You believe you gain, you doubt you lose. Simply, that's the way it works. Believe in what you're going into, and guess what? You start seeing that those things you believe in will start changing for your own good. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope we've given you out the best of value this morning. I hope I've been able to communicate with you. Here on Wealth Secret Mindset Mentorship, what we do here is that we educate, empower, and enrich you with all the necessary resources and information that will help you mentally to live the very best of your life. And here we have coaches, we have mentors that will guide you at your Wealth Secret Mentorship class. And we encourage you to go through our YouTube page for more videos that will help you and help to reshaping your mindset. Remember, if your mindset is changed, everything will change. Remember, how you think and how you feel will create your state of being. So you want to have a better lifestyle, better things, you need to start working on your mindset. And that is what this program is tailored for, to help you have a renewedness of mind. All right, guys, it's been a wonderful morning, and we hope to see you tomorrow again, 9 a.m. West African time, on this same teaching series of becoming a person of more. Now, we have mentors and people that will be here to also guide you. All right. I'm your regular host, and we have the co-host, Coach Dan, and another wonderful person, that is the person of my wife, the founder of 21st Century Woman. She's also leading a team of women outside. She has a foundation doing a lot, and they're going to be here. And we always have guests too on this program, so we encourage you to be part of what we do. And then we also hope that you can share our videos. You can share our link to people to also be part of this program every single day, Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. West African time. So whatever you're tuning in from, check your own time zone, and then change it to your own time so you can suit into this time, 9 a.m. West African time, just 15 to 20 minutes every single day, Monday to Friday, to reaching out and giving you the best of value. So guys, thank you so much for connecting this morning. We hope to see you tomorrow, and then we're going to be parting for today. But before we part, I'm just going to have my powerful and a wonderful partner here at Wealth Secret, my co-host, the person of Coach Dan. So just say something as we wrap up today's program. All right.
Wow, good morning.